Tiramisu s'mores from Zimaya is one of the best things I smelled from the Afnan Zimaya stand during Beauty World, and I needed to have this one. This is so good. If you're a fan of Gourmand fragrances, it's going to be the eighth fragrance for you. It is one of my best discoveries when it comes to Zimaya Afnan, the stand they were together. And it's one of the most beautiful Gourmands I came across, and I needed to have it in my collection. So let me give you all the details about this because it is super exciting. It's a gourmand done right. It reminds me of several other fragrances on the market, but I can't pinpoint to one particular fragrance that I would say it is a clone of. I wouldn't say it is a clone of anything specific. The notes of this one includes marshmallow, nectarine blossom, there is chocolate, there is bergamot and coffee at the top. In the middle, we have musk, there is almond, there is milk, vanilla, and then biscuit. And then at the base, there is amber, musk, cream, sugar, and caramel. Very beautiful, comprehensive notes because they come together. The notes come together to give this a very beautiful, well put together, well blended, decadent, but not your annoying foodie gourmand. And I love this one. I love it for various reasons. First of all, it doesn't give me vibes. It doesn't remind me of one particular fragrance I have smelled. It doesn't remind me of that. I feel like it's borrowed elements from several other fragrances that I'll be talking about. And before I even start, I would like to say this. I have no idea what a small, tiramisu small. I know there's tiramisu speculoos that I got to know from Paris Corner. Even before then, I had not tasted tiramisu speculoos before, so I had to go to the mat and get myself tiramisu. But I remember enjoying tiramisu speculoos as a fragrance than as a snack. It was just okay according to my taste bud, but as a fragrance, I enjoyed it so much better. This borrows elements of that Paris Corner tiramisu speculoos vibe, that creamy chocolatey vibe, vanilla heavy chocolatey feel of that tiramisu. It gives you that buttery nutty feel. It gives you that, and it also has that biscoff biscuity vibe. It has that, and also borrows elements from something like marshmallow blush from Paris Corner. It sort of borrows that marshmallow strawberry vibe of that, but it is no way a dupe of that. I wouldn't consider it a dupe of marshmallow blush or the original one from Kiali. I wouldn't also consider it a dupe for speculoos, tiramisu speculoos from Paris Corner. It borrows elements of that with an additional coffee note. As a matter of fact, you can smell every single note of this one. I get a marshmallow, the nectarine, that bright, juicy, mouth-watering fruit. I get it. That chocolate. The chocolate feels more like white, clean chocolate. It is quite decadent, but not as dense and as a dark or brown chocolate. It's much more lighter. It feels like a white chocolate to my nose. Very delicious smelling, but still very light and fluffy and airy. Although a decadent fragrance, it is not as dense and heavy. It is light enough to wear, during the high heat. It is not cloying at all. I've worn it, in my heat here in Ghana. It was not cloying. It is not cloying. This is so beautiful, so addictive. The chocolate is prominent. The marshmallow is dominant. That sort of underlying strawberry feel is dominant here. The speculoos or tiramisu speculoos from Paris Corner feel is here. A little buttery and a little nutty. Also, it has the note of milk, but it's not going to be your ultra fruity milk. It is a creamy, sort of slight lactonic feel. This is the best, one of the best gourmands I smelled, understand. Tiramisu speculoos s'mores is beautiful. It's so much wearable. It's one of those not annoying, but very indulging, addictive, fun, girly, womanly, a bit young, but also all ages can wear this one. I appreciate this one so much. It gives me so much than the regular everyday gourmands. It borrows those elements from the fragrances I have spoken about, but I don't think I'll consider it as a dupe for any of those. It doesn't give me 100% marshmallow vibe. It doesn't give me that, but you will see that in it. It doesn't give me 100% speculoos, tiramisu speculoos, but you see that in it. That sort of biscuity feel, I get it. I get that beautiful biscoff feel. I get the milk. I get even a slight almondy feel. Let me check if there's almond in this. There's no almond, but it gives me, there's almond actually. There's almond. It gives me that nutty almondy feel. I love it. It's just a very beautiful, well put together, smooth composition. The blend is amazing. After sitting for about a week now, it's much more smoother, but it was very good to begin with. It's one of those gourmands I'll highly recommend. It is very mass appealing, something that a lot of people are going to enjoy. Even if you do not love in your face gourmands, this is going to be that fragrance that a lot of people are going to enjoy. It is very um blind buy safe, I would say, very 100% blind buy safe. Not a lot of people are going to hate on this one. I'm yet to see someone who would talk about this, or anybody who would say they don't like this one. It is super mass appealing, it is beautiful, it is gourmand, it is fun, but it doesn't smell like a lot of the other various gourmands we have on the market. I would like to believe it is their own creation. I would like to believe it is their own creation from Zimaya, and I love this one. So if you're a fan of gourmands, it gives you that biscoff, biscuit, marshmallow, almond, nutty, creamy, but not your too heavy. No, it's not super dense. It's a little fluffy, very light and airy, but also good enough to wear during the colder months, because it's heavy enough to carry you through that heavy colder months, and also light enough to not be cloying in the high heat. Longevity wise, I love how it performs. It gives me around 3 to 4 hours on skin. As a matter of fact, it sits a little close to the skin after the 2 3 hour mark on skin. It's not your super beast mode, but I feel like it has potential to be beast mode based on how it's developing over the last few days. It is going to give you at least your 3 to 4 hours on skin. On clothes, yeah, promise at least 7 8 hours on clothes, as of which I normally prefer to reapply. It is beautiful, it is smooth and seamless. It comes across as very seamless, well blended, well done, very feminine, very fun, very flirty. You can wear it, to work. It's very playful to the extent that it's very versatile as well. You can wear it to work. You can wear it for your date night. You can also wear it for your intimate, cuddly, cozy, moment. It's very versatile, very wearable, very wearable. I don't think a lot of people or no, you will definitely get a few people who say they don't like it, but for the most part, I'm anticipating this to be a super loved, cult favorite. If you love the other two releases from Zimaya when it comes to the tiramisu, I'm sure you will love this one. But they don't smell alike in any way. This is so different. It smells so fluffy and pink and girly and light and airy and delicious and gourmand. So yeah, if you love marshmallow blush, you are going to find it in this one, but not exactly the same thing. If you love tiramisu speculoos, you're going to find it in this one. If you love your white chocolate, you're going to find it in this one. If you love your coffee, you're going to find it in this one. But the coffee is made in a very beautiful, like a light touch of coffee, not your full on espresso French coffee style coffee. No, it's a light touch of the coffee, although it's still very present and very much makes its presence known. And this is s'mores, it's beautiful, biscuity, marshmallow blush, tiramisu speculoos, coffee, milk, almond, nutty, but also light and airy. Not floral. I wouldn't say it is floral. No, I'm not getting anything floral here. Maybe musky. Yeah, a little musky. There's sugar, there's caramel that gives it that sweetness. And yeah, I can go on and on and on about this because this is so beautiful. This is so feminine. This is so fun. It's going to be one of those I'm anticipating to be the next it girl thing. Gourmand girls are going to jump on this one because it is that good. And yeah, light and airy and beautiful and fun and all the good accolades I can ever give to a perfect gourmand scent. And that is going to be tiramisu s'mores from the brand Zimaya. And yeah, there are so many other fragrances I received from Afnan that I'm going to talk about. But this was one that I needed to speak about because it's one of the most exciting gourmands I have come across in a while. And that is going to be my take on this fragrance. And I hope this video found you also. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye-bye.